This world can be a place where you can see what is heaven and what is hell. It starts with believing, starts with faith, it starts with trust.
Was there a point where you sparked your connection to the divine?
Religions helps us to be more spiritual. Religion becomes a doorway to go into spirituality.
So how do we remain unblocked?
Know this one thing, that meditation can heal your anxiety and depression.
Do you completely detach from what reality is telling you and you just fully go into faith and trust and surrender?
It's about leaving one world and just living one world.
How does somebody truly become an observer? Welcome back to the Gladiator podcast, and today I'm joined by someone who's been walking the spiritual path before most of us could even speak. Ayush Gupta is known as the youngest Reiki healer and youngest numerologist in the world. But more importantly, he represents a new generation of consciousness on Earth. Ayush, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me and starting with so big terms. But at the end, I'll just say, at the end of this start, I'll just say that I'm not doing anything. I'm just a medium. It's all that superior energy, or we say that consciousness of whose we are a small, tiny part.
Yes.
Is what is doing, because I don't have a power to keep my hands from here to here as well.
Right.
So what can I do more than that?
So before we go into any titles or anything else, who are you really?
If you want to know it in a layman's language, I can say that I am a servant of whatever guidance or intuition I get from that divine or that consciousness. I have one key belief of my life is whatever we do to serve humanity. Let's keep it very simple. Let's leave what I do, let's leave that I'm a healer, I do to serve people for their betterment, etc., etc., etc. But if a person who is sitting in a call center, and if you face any problem of any device, you will call to that call center at night 12 p.m. That person will pick up the call. That person will solve your problem. That means that person will serve your problem. Leave that he is getting salary in the behind, but he served you. He helped you. So the core of every human is serving. So I believe that is what I got in my duty. And you must have heard about Neem Karoli Baba. So he is the spiritual guru or spiritual guide for Steve Jobs, Virat Kohli, and even Mark Zuckerberg as well. His 3 sayings are there that leave everything. Don't do any ritual, don't do any puja, don't do anything in life. Just follow these 3 things. Is love all, serve all, and feed all. And if you as individual just follow these 3 things in life, you can be the most happiest person in your life. And trust me, if you are the most happiest and peaceful person in life, you can achieve anything.
Beautiful. Okay, so when you were growing up, what was was there a point where you kind of sparked your connection to the divine? Was there a turning point? Like, what was your childhood like, and how did you become who you are today, or how did that emerge out of you?
So just before the podcast, we were having this conversation that how religions helps us to be more spiritual. Religion becomes a doorway to go into spirituality. So my dad is a very spiritual person. My dad was a very religious person. So we used to go to temple and we used to go do our rituals and very good vibeful sessions we used to have that time. So at the age of 7, my dad told me that any which way you're not going to pronounce things rightly because of the age. It's better you sit on the floor, make your spine straight, keep your eyes closed and just focus what is happening. So directly, indirectly, when I saw and observed this situation after 15 years, when when I'm doing sessions, when I'm doing Reiki, when I'm doing numerology for people, when I saw that time that how beautifully things were planned, that at that age, directly, indirectly, I started meditation. After doing meditation, there was a time where my grandmaster Shri Devang Shuklaji, he came to a very small town where just 2,500 people used to stay in India. I'm talking about a town where mental health was also not a topic. Leave Reiki, leave numerology, leave ways to make mental health better is way far. Talking about mental health was also a miraculous thing for that town, that village. At that village, I learned Reiki. And I'm talking about 2012.
Okay.
Way back than current situations in India. So at that specific town, I realized ki if I am learning Reiki, and that also happened because of my dad. After I learned Reiki at the age of 12, no one knows why am I doing anything at the moment. And specifically with the energy prospect, I had a connection with energy because of doing meditation. But I didn't knew what will I do with Reiki. I just learned randomly. After 3 to 4 months of this situation, my mother got diagnosed with throat cancer. That specific moment, my dad, my family members told me that your grandmaster, Devangji, he told us about miraculous situations and the results about Reiki. So, me as a kid, I used to activate Reiki and I used to keep my hands at night for 7 to 8 hours in my mother's throat. Same doctors of one of the leading hospitals of India, I won't name because of certain reasons, but the same doctors who diagnosed it, they just took out some fluid from her throat because there was a ball-like structure of the cancer particles. They took out a fluid and they said, we don't know how this problem got healed, but this is healed. And trust me, 2014 or 2013 end was a duration in India. If a person of your family member have cancer, the whole family suffers. It's a kind of a cancer for the whole family also because of that heaviness, because of no trust in chemo or radiation therapy at that time, and a new big health problem which might lead to death.
Right.
When this statement came, my dad told me, if Reiki can heal this big problem, then you should keep on continuing this. In the time where parents say you should do things in which you have scope of earning, in which you can grow, at that time my father just said me, keep doing Reiki, I am there with you, and serve humanity and serve people who are suffering from small or big problems. And that's how I'm here.
So how long? So basically, your mom got throat cancer, and would you send energy to your hand, and then you would just hold it up on her neck for 7 to 8 hours? For how many months, or how long did?
It's of around 3.15 months, around you can say 65-70 days. Every night without any fail, I used to activate Reiki with the process of symbols. So the symbols are also scientifically proven in Reiki. We'll talk, of course, about it in detail. There's a Kirlian photography camera in current time, and scientifically proven camera through which energy can be captured. Your aura can be captured.
Right.
So through that camera, these symbols are proven that wherever you make these symbols, negative energies ripple out and positive energies attract.
Okay.
So through this camera only, the symbols are proven. So we activate Reiki through those symbols, and then with name, photo, and date of birth.
Okay.
And photo, it is used in distance healing, but name and date of birth, I used to keep my hands in her throat. And I used to be conscious for 30-40 minutes, and then even I used to sleep.
Okay.
At the end, I believe in Reiki, the energy within you, and the energy because of which there is energy within you,
Yes.
plays a massive role to heal. And more than that, how you can travel that energy from you to another person is the intention, is the awareness, is the consciousness, is your willingness, how willingly you want that person or how purely you want that person to be healed. And I believe that worked.
Wow. So if you were to sum up what is Reiki for someone who's never heard of it, what would you say it is?
It's an energy which is present in the whole universe. And you are also an energy which is present in this whole universe. It just, Reiki opens that door in your body, in your chakras, in your 72,000 plus nadis. Science says this nadi has bioelectrical communication channels. So Reiki is a medium through which you can open that doorway through which those universal energies, those universal positive energies can heal the blockages in our channels. So what Reiki does, I'll tell you that so that you can easily understand what Reiki is. We have more than 72,000 energy channels in our body, which we know as bioelectrical communication channels. When there is a blockage or imbalance in the flow of energy, at that time you start facing problems in your life, because there's a flow of energy which got abrupted. There's a small saying in India, whatever the way you will eat, the way your mind will become. So the same way, recently science also have proved, out of these energy channels I'm talking about, there's an energy channel in our stomach as well, which directly have a connection to our brain. So when there's abruption in your mind, when there's abruption in your emotions, when there are blockages in your concentration, focus, confidence, and a lot of different problems we face, because there are moments where we suddenly everything is going good, and after few days we start thinking that there's nothing left in life. I've struggled that much, even after struggling so much, so much. Why things are not working for me? These are the emotional blockages we start facing. And it starts with these imbalances in our body. And when you have imbalances in the energy flow, then that means energy is not flowing. You will not attract, you will not be able to give people, you will not be able to attract from people anything. Be it career-wise opportunity, be it love in relationship, you will not be able to give or attract it. Be it related to your health. You will not be able to give yourself something for your health development, or health is not going to give you the peace. So Reiki basically heals and channelize these energy channels and remove these blockages. At the end, you just have 5 problems in your life: mental health, physical health, personal life, professional life, and financial health. There are no other problem in this whole universe other than these 5 problems. And when you will see dots, every single problem is interconnected. If your mental health is not good, it will affect your personal life. If your mental health is not good, it will affect your professional life. If your mental health is not good, it will affect your financial health, of course. Let's start with professional life. If the very first problem came in your professional life, then it will affect your mental health. And again, the same channel flows.
So how do we remain unblocked? How can we recognize that we are, say if you're somebody who has worked on their energy to clear as much blockages as possible, but as you're going through life, how do you recognize that there's something blocked? Is it when you see problems in your life, you have to just bring your awareness there and you have to see where you are blocked and deal with it? And is it an emotional thing? Is it a personal thing? Is it a Reiki thing?
See, firstly, before we say that you require Reiki, then only you can do things, I'll just say, if you as an individual keep on doing meditation every day, the way you brush your teeth, the way you take shower every day, if you make meditation that necessary thing in your life, within 45 days, I can say you that you will be a kind of a new person you will be able to meet. You will be able to use your potential the way you can actually. You will also not know that, oh, this much potential I had. Meditation will start giving you that. Meditation will make that energy flow much more stronger than now. Not just heal the blockage. So, firstly, start meditating. People must be thinking that it's a very small thing, it's this or this. Just know this one thing, that meditation can heal your anxiety and depression. This is scientifically proven and
Right.
experience of people as well who do meditation. Trust me, this is 0.1% of benefit of meditation. So just imagine what is that 100% of benefit of meditation. So the first step towards making your energy better and understanding your energy better is meditation, because that is where you observe. That is where you learn yourself, understand yourself. And I believe everything gets better when you learn, and learn by yourself. The very first word of Quran as well, Ikra. So
Can we do a Reiki session today?
definitely, of course.
That would be
we'll do it.
amazing. All right, we're gonna do a Reiki session live.
Second thing, and of course, to make your energies better, to understand your energy better, because if you are on a problem from the current time itself,
Yes.
to make and to understand those problems, sometimes we are not that consciously aligned, or we are not that concentrated that we can actually sit and meditate and sit and understand our problem. That time you require a person, the way we work in Reiki as well, we channelize, we check your energies, the root cause. Because, for example, if you are a doctor, you are a doctor because there is a journey of certain years. For last 7 years, you must have studied about it. Then before that, you must have thought about doing the
Yeah.
studies of doctor. And before that also, if you go to the connection of dots, you must have seen somewhere or seen some doctor which have affected your mind
Yeah.
or hit your mind that
Yeah.
you should also become a doctor. So what you are doing in your present moment is happening because of a certain channel and certain dots of past. So if you're facing any blockage at the moment, any problem at the moment, anything, maybe for example, career-wise imbalances are going, or personally things are not going, mentally you're not satisfied even after having everything. The main problem of investors and people I meet here in Dubai or US, after having millions and millions of dollars in their bank account or in their crypto pocket, they're not mentally satisfied. They're just frustrated, impulsive, negative, and they're not able to understand what next should we do.
Right.
When we made them start meditation, when we actually healed their energies, when we actually gave them the purpose of being happy, they're now, even if they get loss of say millions of dollars also, they are mentally happy. I can show you, or we'll definitely discuss about who those people are. I cannot disclose the name at the moment, but this is the power of Reiki. So once we channelize the energy and we know the root cause of the problem, the dots of the problem, from where the problem is arising and from which year, we know the destination. And when we know the destination and when we know what problem we need to heal, we can easily heal it through Reiki with a proper scientific process. And now we'll experience it, and you'll
Beautiful.
see that.
Okay.
You'll need to remove your shoes and remove your watch as well. Try focusing on your breath. Breathe in from your nose, breathe
Okay.
out from your mouth.
Okay.
When you're breathing in, your stomach should come out. When you're breathing out, your stomach should go in. Keep your palms like this. In your thighs itself, just in this shape. In between, I will ask you your full name and date of birth. Just pronounce that.
August 5th, 1989, Sheikh Saifuddin.
I can go that side. Walk and go. Announce your date of birth again.
August 5th, 1989.
Rub your palms. Keep it in your eyes.
Hmm?
Keep it in your eyes. Palms in your
Yeah.
eyes. Slowly open your eyes. You can remove your hands. Slowly open your eyes.
Wow. I felt it. I felt it. I felt energy in my head.
What did you felt?
I felt like electricity almost going down my head, going down my arms. What did you feel? That's what I'm curious.
If you're fine, I can tell it in front of camera, or we can
Yes.
discuss, of course, some things after the camera as well.
You can tell on camera, no problem.
Firstly, the electric signals which you felt is what flows in our body continuously.
Hmm.
It just we do not observe it. It just we are not conscious about it. Our hands have more than 7 to 4 energy terminals in a hand, where energies can go also and energies can be received also. And that's what, with intent, with awareness, with that energies, we were able to transfer the energy. Trust me, one thing which needs to get better is the sleep when you wake up. When you wake up in your day, that energy or that freshness which is must, which is very important for the whole day, is missing from past few weeks or from past few months. That needs to get better immediately. And you will see a slight difference in tomorrow's morning.
Wow.
For sure.
It's funny because today I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So
That's a kind of pattern because there are a lot of things personally, professionally, sync of both the things are not happening exactly the way you're wanting. So that will come. That will happen. There are a lot of good, new and different income sources are going to be developed in 2026. Plus traveling or relocation, any one thing, whichever you are inclined towards, will be there.
you're so on point. I'm getting goosebumps because you're so like on point. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about numerology.
Yes.
What is numerology for people who don't understand numerology, and how does that apply to our life every day for the average person?
Tell me one thing which you cannot change in the whole world other than destiny. Because whenever I ask this question, destiny can be changed for sure with your efforts and with your karma. What you do by your actions, you can change your destiny. So destiny is not the answer. Other than that,
Numbers?
yes. And specifically, what numbers you cannot change in your life?
The day you were born?
Exactly. By whatever money you pay to anyone, you cannot change your date of birth. When you were born, what were the planetary situation at that specific moment? When you were born, which planet's energy you as individual absorbed the most? We are made up of all those planetary energies. I'll tell you the people who say how planets can change in our life, etc. I'll give you a very scientific, logical answer. Rest, if you think if science is not able to prove, science do not have that capacity to prove it yet. Because if Apple fall down and gravity invented, saying that before that gravity was not there is a completely false and a senseless statement. In the specific time when you got born, there's a specific planet you absorb the energy from the most. So you as an individual, if I tell your root number, there are two numbers in your date of birth you can get. That is root number and a destiny number. In Hindi we say Moolank and Bhagyank. So the first root number, that is the most of the energy you attracted from any planet. On the basis your personality, your behavior, your way of doing things, your impulsiveness or your anger, how it is going to be, because we have anger, lust, impulsiveness or greediness in everyone that is there. But in what percentage of energy you have absorbed in life. So that root number will instantly can tell you that what kind of a person or what kind of a behavior pattern you as individual have. And root number is simply calculated from just the date of your birth. For example, you were born on, example, your is 5, but just to explain in a wider aspect, if you are born on 23rd, so that means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So that person's root number is 5. So bringing your 2-digit or 1-digit number, doing additions and bringing it to single digit number, and then that single digit is your root number. Not a single person will say that that personality or that behavior which I will mention after knowing the root number is wrong. Just giving you 1 or 2 numbers for people to get the instincts. For example, if an individual's root number is 1, that person will tend to dominate, will tend to be more aggressive. That person must be, in summers, that person must be feeling heat more than comparative to others. If that person is in a scenario of 100 people he have to lead or she have to lead, that person will be capable of leading those people. This is of number one, because number one is a number which belongs to some. If someone's root number is 2, that person's biggest flaw and biggest strength is gonna be just one thing, is emotions. That person either must be very, very good in communication and must be just, what we say, influence people just by emotions and communication, that power that person have. But at the same time, that person must be facing emotional issues, people using them emotionally. Or if out of 10 people, 9 people are praising that person and one person is saying something negative, so that number 2 person will be affected from that one person who said negative. That person will forget all other 9 people. This is kind of energy. So this way, for all the root numbers, we can find it out what kind of a behavior or personality pattern that this person have. With the destiny number numerology have is the calculation of all the digits in your date of birth, date, month and year. So we add and till the time we come to single digit, and that number completely shows in what traits, in what efforts wise, in what action wise you can do your best, what you are best in, what field you can go. So by those actions you can easily figure it out. By knowing about the traits of that number, you can easily figure out that what field you can choose to go, and you will get to know later that yes, I generally I enjoy doing this. So this is the power of numbers and the planets. How numerology works is, if you belong to an individual planet and you absorbed, or that planet is a very much favorable planet for you, your name is also something which adds an identity for you. After date of birth, name is something after you keep, you don't change, or it becomes your identity. So if your root number, if your destiny number, if your main date of birth is completely synchronized with your name, it will be much more beneficial for you, because some people must be observing that in end moment work is not happening. You were so positive till 99% and suddenly that buffering got stopped or internet got shut down or whatever happened, that work didn't happen. And you are not able to find out the reason. And such problems you can easily cure with numerology. We just do slight changes in your name. We just add slight numbers in your name through the letters, because every letter have its own number also. So we add some letters in that name and make the sync of your date of birth and the name. I'll just complete this numerology topic in just one word, one statement on how planet can change. There's 70% water, just one statement. I'll finish it up, and how planets can change your whole life. That's why I just want to add it up. You are made, the whole world is made up of 70% of water. Same goes with our body. Makes sense? Just by the mere movement of moon, it is scientifically proven, just by the mere movement of moon, because of moon, tsunami comes. Because of moon, high tides come. Because of moon, flood comes. What is happening? Changes in 70% of water body of this world. So do you think there will be no changes in your body? Don't you think there will be changes, high tides or mood fluctuations or anger or emotional setback, anything, or flood or tsunami? The intensity might be differing. As an individual, we are made up of 70% of water. It will happen in our body as well. It will give complete switch to us. And that's the power of any planet or anything which is present in the universe. And that level of changes it can bring.
So do we have control over ourselves? Like, can we change? Like, say if you're born on a certain planet and you have these traits, but you become aware and conscious of these traits, and then can that change your destiny as well then? Or are you stuck to this number and these personality traits, and you're not a victim of this, Or is there like a healed and unhealed version of each thing?
That's what I began with, that destiny is not something which people think that it cannot be changed. Destiny is something which you can change by your actions.
Mm-hmm.
And what best way you can do is through meditation, through Reiki, through numerology, through conscious practices. You can be much more aware. You can be much more be a better observer in life. Don't be a better human being. Don't be a better doctor. Don't be a better person in your work. Be a better observer in your life. You can achieve any single thing. If I'm not able to observe properly that if I want to hold this glass, if I'm not observing this glass properly, I will just, for holding, I might try to hold from here.
Yeah.
But the glass is here, I'm holding from here. It won't work. I won't be able to drink water. But if I'm observing right that glass is here, my hand should go like this and I should pick it up and then drink water.
So how does one become... So I think where I find that some people will get stuck is that they don't know how to become an observer of their reality, and they believe they are their thoughts. How does someone make that switch? I know meditation is very helpful, but there is a certain level, I think, a block people reach to get to the observer position. Like to truly be aware and observe. Like some people know they have to heal and they get stuck in this healing journey, but to become like... There's like a certain level that you have to pass to get to become an observer. How does somebody truly become an observer?
It starts with being open. It starts with believing. It starts with faith. It starts with trust. You cannot do anything without these things. Okay. So if you trust, if you believe, if you go with the flow in the process and you're open to anything, then things actually happen. Because life is beyond proofs. Life is beyond logics. If you are a person who is just, a lot of hustle is going in your brain and there's too much thing in your brain and you're just completely sad, suddenly a very close person comes and gives you a hug. How's that 5 seconds?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do we ask proof? Do we ask logic that why that 5 seconds changed even after having that sad mood? Just a mere glance of a person you love, if that person just give you a small smile or a glance, your whole mood changes.
Right.
Why? Do we ask logic for that?
No.
Do we ask proof for that? So something which makes us happy, something which gives us peace is beyond proof and logics. So to experience it, being open is very much important. Of course, once you be open, don't do anything. But after listening after listening to this podcast, let's make this a moment where you can, if I will be grateful if at least 5 people listen to it and start implementing in their life that they want to be conscious. Don't do any practice, just make your mindset, give this thought to your brain that you want to be a better observer in life. With time you start meditation, with time you start different practices, but give your conscious brain this thought so that your conscious brain gives a thought to your subconscious brain and it becomes an involuntary action. You're breathing right now, but you're not conscious about your breathing. A single thing, a mere thing because of which you are alive, you're not conscious about it. We are conscious about what? That crypto might go from here to there and there to there. We are more conscious about it and we are not conscious about what is making us live. That is our breath.
So I have a question for you. When you are, maybe for yourself, you're conducting life, okay? So we know that we're in this logical world, okay? We know we have to do actions, we have to take some logical steps. We're in this matrix as per se. Do you in your life, do you completely detach from what reality is telling you and you just fully go into faith and trust and surrender? Like, how do you know when action comes to follow it or not follow it?
I'm living both the worlds. It's about how you're living it. It's nothing is wrong. See, if I want to go to mountains and do meditation, I need to book flights, I need to book hotels, and then I can go to mountains, and then I can go to mountain by trekking, and then I can meditate there. So money is important. Materialistic things are important. Both the worlds are important. It's about leaving one world and just living one world. Just being into materialistic thing, and you left over completely the main important part of your life is the second world, or the priority world, we can say. That is your inner world. The best thing human have is this, that they have two worlds, external and internal. For dogs, for cats, for animals, they just have an external world. They have to wake up, they have to eat, they have to do things, or they have to eat and survive whatever, and they have to sleep back again.
Yeah.
And that's what human is doing right now. What other than animals people are doing right now?
Right.
What is new? Tell me. We wake up, we hustle for money, we come to home, we eat and we sleep.
Yeah.
What is different? What will differentiate you as a human and as an animal? Just that animal is living in a jungle and you are living in a city.
Yeah, wow. So how did we become so disconnected from our internal worlds like this? And why don't we know all this information?
Because we don't tend to be. It's all about how you do your upbringing, what environment you get, and it's not something which happened in just 1 or 2 days. It is happening as an evolution, where the whole world is going on. When we wake up, we tend to use reels for 30 minutes. Then we go to washroom and we decide in our mind that phone is a compulsory thing in washroom.
Yeah.
Then we come out of the washroom. Then again, before we take a bath, we use phone. More than anyone, this is happening with the kids. The building years of your life, you're living your life like this. How can you expect that you will be more conscious for both the worlds? Where people are not even conscious about this world, where kids are not even being able to be conscious for this individual world also, for materialistic world also. They're just into reels, phones, short time distractions. People of age from between 14 to 23, I can say many kids masturbate almost every day. Where is it written, in what scriptures, in what scientific zone it is written that it is important? Or masturbation or having sex is something which is for fun. Where is it written? Leave scriptures, leave religion, leave spirituality. Let's talk to scientific people. Where science is saying that it is for fun. Me saying enjoy both the worlds is simple, is much more easy, and where you can actually live both the worlds. What is happening in today's world? People think that they're not living in second world, they're just living in one materialistic world. But the truth is, they're not even being able to live in one world also. The point is that right now, and the way I'll say masturbation or sex for fun, you come to Dubai. It's a kind of, if you go to any club or any premium hotel, you will find out from certain age to certain age of people are taking it as a market. That it's a market for girls. You come, pick up the girls and go and have sex, have fun. It is a regular thing for them. What is it? Is it the life? If you close your eyes and you want this to happen in your life, many people will have the answer, yes, I love doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. Living both the worlds are equally important. People who think that nothing is working out, I'm giving my 100%, I might elong this conversation because this is a conversation we cannot finish it up in shorter version. People say that I'm doing 100% in life, then also nothing is happening, nothing is working out. If you go in back at the age of 15 to 23, the building years of them, the building years of their career, building years for their materialistic life, building years for their mental life as well, The 50% goes on a relationship. Rest is 50%. 10 to 15% goes to your family members. 10 to 15% goes to your friends. Rest is 10%. In that 10%, you face anxiety, you face depression, or whatever distractions you live with. How can you say that you are giving 100% in your career or 100% in your life? Then you are not on a position where you can complain that nothing is working out. You are the reason why it is not working out. And that's what it's our small efforts, or you say divine efforts. We are doing these just for this cause. We're trying to do sessions in Central Investigation Force of India, CISF. We're doing these things for Central Jails of India, for the jail inmates, prisons, police people as well. We are doing these sessions for. We are doing free of cost for the students of different schools in India, because I believe if you do meditation, or person of the age of 65 do a meditation, that will make their health better, their mind better. But if students start doing meditation across the globe, just imagine meditation, just the initial thing what meditation does is makes you a better human. It makes you a better observer. If every individual, every kid starts doing meditation, this whole world will be a place where you will not have any complaints, and you will live in a world where you actually want to be.
So I have a question for you. So you work with some very, very successful people, and there's a famous quote by JP Morgan. It says that millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do.
Yes.
And for the average person, maybe they don't understand. For some reason, there's a section of people where they only believe in the logic world, but as you go higher and higher up, they're all spiritual at the top. So, can you advise? What do you share with them? What do they ask you, and what advice do you give to these people that you work with?
See, one thing, I will not be able to disclose any names.
No names. It's okay. No names.
But I'll give you 2 examples, and then we'll move forward how people can get benefits of. So there's a very good and a premium building in downtown of Dubai. Right now it's completely sold out and people are living in it, and it's one of the premium properties. In last 3 years, it was built. In last 2 years, it was again started reconstructions, and now it is completely sold out. Before that, 2 years that building was on hold. Before that 2 years, when the building was on hold, I told them this is the issue with the land. This land needs healing because land carries energy. The land have that 5 elements: water, earth element, space element. It have those 5 elements, and if that is abrupted, that is imbalanced, you won't be able to, you start having difficulties whatever you do in that land. I told them, they didn't much more listened on it. They started working on it, and then after almost 15 to 20% of work, there's some or other difficulties started happening in the downtown I'm talking about, where it's not difficult. So the building gets constructed in maybe 2 or 3 years. It's very easy for developers. Then also that building got hold for 2 years. We came there, we did healing for the whole land. We protected that land because every land have a history. You just imagine.
Even like a little piece.
Even a little piece. Just understand that this world is not of 100 years back. Millions and millions back. How many people died? How much land you have in your world where people are digged in?
Yeah.
Almost everywhere. Right? Just as one of the ideation, one of the theory I am sharing with you. There's what happened in this land maybe 300 years back. Let's not go so back. Maybe people used to be murdered in this land. Maybe people used to do some different practices in this land. Or maybe different activities must be here. Or leave that past as well. Maybe few years back only, or 50, 60 years back, there was a dispute happening between two people for that specific land. Nothing got sorted, you purchased it. Their negative energy, their negative intention, what they faced because of that land.
That's crazy.
that energy a land carries. And that was happening with that builder. And we did the healing. There was a whole process of 4 to 5 days, individually for the owners, for the developers. And now that is one of the biggest developers of DXB. So this is how helps Reiki. I'll tell you on the concept of gold, or there have been recently XRP in crypto. XRP in crypto and gold and this silver. So 2022, I was sitting with some of my Indian friends, not specifically the professional clients. So there's no professional client for me, to be very honest, but just to bifurcate friends and other people. We were sitting and having a discussion. That time in Indian rupees, if I tell you, it was around, I will tell you in dirham itself. Wait. Gold was around 3,000 to 3,500 dirhams per 10 grams. So that time I told them, with the tarot or with the intuitive energies, I even believe tarot is just a tool. Everything is your intuition. So that time I told them, purchase whatever money you have right now, whatever money you have, and just keep it aside for 3 years. It will be more than double. Like it will cross around, you can say 10,000, from 3,500 to 10,000. They laughed. But because they have seen things in past, they just said, okay, you're saying, we'll take it. Now the same gold is actually 11,000 dirham. This is how your trust, your belief, your inclination towards spirituality starts helping you. XRP, for 7 years, there was a case going on in US for the founder or the main person.
I'm a big holder of XRP, so I'm so excited to hear what you have to say.
What happened in last December? Just to understand, there was a person from Dubai. They had an inclination towards XRP. They said, should we take XRP or something? And there's no surety or what will happen. I don't think so. We have invested before also, and there's lot stuck from past 7-8 years because of whatever happened in the founder, etc., the arrest, etc., whatever the case was. I don't know much on it, but so they checked with me. I said them to take off $1 million. That time XRP was of 0.26 or 0.46 something.
Wow.
Right now, let's not talk just about the present. Let's talk about when Trump came into the picture. America. XRP went to $3. From 0.26 cents of XRP, that person of $1 million dirham they have invested in XRP, they have made $3.
Wow.
And yet I have said them to hold it.
And you still tell them to hold it?
They are holding it.
Okay. What do you see with XRP? I'll tell you why. Because for me, I'll get into my personal story with you later. I had like a spiritual awakening type of thing, but when I discovered XRP, it wasn't even, the only way I can describe it was like the skies parted and I saw and I just knew and I just put, like, I don't know, I just knew. I didn't even have to do research. It was like it just came in. So I'm so curious to hear what you have to say.
Some aspect or some percentage of XRP people should sell and rest hold it for few years. It will not show a sudden jump in a very nearest time. It might go a bit down as well. Again, the way it went in back. Because few things will happen recently in America as well. The constituency or the presidency can be also in the stake of America. So there will be a lot of fluctuation in America, because of which XRP will not be growing massively or might come down as well in the next few months or few years. But you can at least sell 30 to 40% of now, and rest you can keep for some years.
Okay. So what do you see? So we're finishing a 9-year. We're going into a 1 year. The world is changing. What do you see in the next 5 years? And what do you see numerologically, astrologically? Like what can you tell us?
Firstly, don't consider it as I'm from India, so I'm bringing in this topic, but take it as a global thought. The whole world is gonna see Asia as an emerging aspect for next decade, for next hundreds of years. And in that Asia, India will be a country which will be leading in a lot of prospect for the whole world. Or India will be a face. Manufacturing units for Asia is going to grow. For Asia and UAE both. I don't know what are the rules and regulations here, but Asia and UAE both are going to significantly grow in manufacturing and financial aspect for sure. The whole world is going to get attracted this side. This UAE, India, China, Nepal, Sri Lanka. People are going to move to, people would love to move this side rather than being in here. So tourists in India, you must be seeing traffic in last 3 months in Dubai, how it is changing. So there will be more traffic, because of which the roads are being built. With the case of this shift, Mars to Sun year, the number 9 is the Mars year and number 1 is a Sun year. Last year there were a lot of conflicts. There were a lot of things which were not happening full-fledgedly but were happening. So we even launched Healing for World Peace. So we have done an event where thousands of healers and thousands of souls gathered at one specific time from across the world for just one intention, that is healing for world peace. So Israel and Gaza got ceasefire immediately after 2 days of this event.
Wow.
That's how energy works. After 2 months, Russia and Ukraine got in the terms of conversation. Now again it is heating up because of the sun energy and because of America. So now for 2026, there will be a lot clarity, but with much more aggression. So aggression, conflicts will bring clarity to these countries.
Because it's a 1 year.
Yes. You are understanding what is happening. Global organization, UNESCO, WHO, NATO, these organizations are someone who regulates a lot of global things. America is trespassing all them. Going way direct, trying to dominate. What I said to you before, number 1 energy, sun's energy makes you dominate for things. But any which way, domination is not the solution of anything. This might fire back to some people as well.
Right.
You will see those things happening. 2026, there will be just one major aviation crash, which will bring policy change in the whole world for years and years, which is pending from a long time. So the sun brings changes as well. Leadership changes are going to be there in certain sections of the world. Leaderships are going to change. I won't name now. You must analyze from my last 2-3 minutes of conversation who I might referring to. For people, let's just talk about the individuals. If they want their 2029, 2030, 2031 to be the way they want, so give your this 3 year, 26, 27 and 28 your best. If you give the best for sun, moon and knowledge, 3 is guru, knowledge. If the balance of sun, moon and your knowledge comes, then automatically next 3 to 6 years are going to be very much aligned. Because what happens as per numerology and as per science as well, or as per my calculation, let's not talk about anything else. So in this 9 year of cycle, initial 3 years are of creation, next 3 years are of maintenance, and next 3 years are of destruction. God, generator, operator and destructor. God. So this 9 year, you can be your own God and create accordingly, maintain accordingly and destruct accordingly. In last 3 years of this 9 year cycle is destruction. So you either destruct your ego, you either destruct negative things, you either destruct problems. You either destruct obstacles from last 6 years of action, or you either destruct last 6 years of achievements because of your ego, because of your negative thought process, because of your intentions, because of your doing wrong with people. So it's about how you're living this 3 years and creating a magic, then how you're maintaining that magic.
So the next 3 years is
Creation.
Yes. Okay.
So 26 this year, next year, and 28
Okay.
is creation year. So create the most you can. Then how you're maintaining. For example, after I achieved good money, so whether I'm using that money for well-being of people, for well-being of myself, well-being of my family, or either I'm going to a certain market and picking up girls. Understanding what I'm saying? How you're maintaining your creation. That will lead you to the next 3 years of destruction. What will you destruct? You will destruct obstacle, or will you destruct yourself? Everything is in your hand. That's why I said in the beginning that you can change your destiny by your own actions.
Right. So, is there a way we should go about creation? Like, what if someone, they work a normal job, they work a 9 to 5 job, they hate their life, they go to traffic, and they just can't, they have no freedom in their life, they have no passion in their life. But money is an issue, right? To take a risk, they don't have a business idea, like they're just a completely normal person living a normal life, but they want something different. What can they do? Like, what do you recommend for this person?
Create what is in your hand. Don't do DIY. That is what I think. It's not important that you are in job, and if I say that creation is a thing, so you create a business or something.
Yeah.
Create habits. Create changes in your life. If you're not a person who meditates, create that habit. If you're a person who smokes a lot, create a habit of not doing it. If you're a person who is too much distracted, create a habit through which you can remove these distractions. Create the best life you want. Do actions through which you know that it will improve in your life. And this is the year, from past few years, from past specifically 3 years, if people are giving their efforts and then also it is not happening, trust me, do it this year, you will achieve it. Because sun will help you to make that happen. So create what can lead you to a better life as per what circumstances you are living with. It's not important to create a business only or to create something new itself. You can create your own circumstancing life a better life.
Okay, so this is more of a selfish question.
Okay, tell me.
For me, what would you say? What would you say with the sun energy? So we're in creation phase, and it's because because I'm a Leo, I'm born in August. That's also sun, so I know that this might be more powerful. I don't know if you do Chinese astrology as well, so I'm snake year. So snake year just passed as well. What do you see, or what do you think my direction should be? So for myself, I'm in a very surrendered phase in my life where my life right now is better than I could have ever imagined in terms of what I've ever desired. So I'm in a phase where I don't see the path in the next 3 months. You know, it's been a busy time until now, but I'm in a place where I don't know what the path is. I'll be living in the unknown, but it'll create as I go. So what would you advise? I don't have a specific question, but what do you see? What do you advise? What do you feel?
Start enjoying loneliness. You're a person who do not get anger much, but when you get it's very explosive. Take care of that. Decide in yourself whether relocation is good for you or traveling is good. Any one thing is going to happen for sure, but it depends on what you decide of. That decision is yet pending from a long time, so make that. stop trusting everyone, because that have been the only major issue you must have faced in past some time. Just improve that.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you believe that souls choose their families, choose their situations based on karmic or energetic contracts?
I just want to know what will happen after someone know that their soul have chosen a family. Whether we'll get discount in the supermarket. Why I'm saying this is having too much knowledge. A person who is sitting in a work desk in front of a computer knows that my soul has decided to come in this family. What will that person do?
Well, would they feel less of a victim and more of a creator? And
more than this, if you're feeling victim, then it is here. Or if you're feeling that you have got something, then also it is here.
Okay.
Because what is happening, nothing is in your hand. Nothing. Not at all a thing. So if you are in a misconception that everything is done by you or by your soul, it's not true. Because I didn't plan of sitting here and doing podcast right now. It was not planned 3 days before also. It was not planned when I booked tickets for Dubai. But it is happening. You didn't plan that we will do a Reiki session in the podcast.
No.
But we did it. Who had the power? You had the power to do it, or I had the power to do it? Who made it happen?
God.
What happens if I'm walking and my breath stops right now? I'll die. Who knew it? Who is doing it? I decided to die. I decided to stop my breaths. No. Then what is being done by me? This glass from here to here. But I have an explanation that he or she or that divine wanted me to explain here that you don't have a power. That's why I removed that glass from here to here. I don't have a power to do this also. Then what is the conflicted topic in people's brain? That they're victim or not? It's about having too much in the head and having too many thoughts and too much time to think about such questions or such things. People tend up to go in thoughts like, oh, I'm a victim of this world. You are breathing right now. You are a victim if you are a person who got born in that drainage system as an insect. So you as a human is a victim, or you as that insect in the drainage system is victim. Because that insect which is in a drainage system do not even have a power to think whether that insect is a victim or not. That insect didn't got that power. So who is the victim? You're breathing. You have 2 hands. If someone is running behind to kill you, you have 2 legs to run. Or you have an option to reciprocate. It's about how you perceive, understand. Your world individually or my world individually is different. So it's not about what is happening in the world. It's about how every individual is perceiving the world. So worlds are different. Here, 3 people are there in the room. He have a different world. You have a different world. I have a different world. So rather than making each one's world better, it's better to know how these individual worlds are being created. Worlds, your world or my world, comes to an end, comes to a complete formation based on our opinions. Right? How opinions are made? Your perspectives. How you perceive the world. How you perceive things. My way of perceiving this glass as having some water left. Maybe your way of perceiving this glass is the glass is almost empty. We are saying almost same thing, but the way of perceiving it and the way of understanding it is different. How perceptions form is based on your thoughts. Now, thought is also not the key. It is your five senses. What you hear, what you see, what you smell, or what you taste, or what you touch is through which you develop your thoughts, is through which it comes to your conscious brain. Now, how frequently you use these five senses to gather the same data is through which that thought goes in from your conscious brain to your subconscious brain. And once thing got in subconscious brain, it is supposed to happen. And that's what manifestation does. You repeat same thing, or do same thing for certain time.
Yep.
That thing goes from conscious brain to subconscious brain, and that thing you have and get in your life. This is the logic behind the manifestation.
Right.
So more than making world better, opinions better, because you will see conflicts will happen. Conflicts will happen in making each other's world same, making each other's opinions same. Again, it will need arguments. It will again need arguments to have perspectives same. It will again have arguments to have same thoughts. But it will not have arguments on what you are seeing, what you are listening, what you are smelling, or what you are tasting, or what you are touching. Because that is so minute thing that no one can control. Only you can control. So rather than focusing making world better, opinion better, perspective better, or the thoughts better, it's better you put your five senses in a better direction, so that from thinking that you are a victim of this world, you actually understand what is actually world.
So, for our audience, how can they, if you believe in manifestation, if you don't believe in manifestation, how can they attract abundance into their life? How do they use numerology, energy, their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions to attract a more abundant life?
The more you balanced, the more flowful your energy is, the electric signals which you felt while the session, the more flowful those energy signals can go in the whole body, is through which you can be happy and you can be peaceful. If you are happy and if you are peaceful, how you will be? If you are happy and peaceful, your career should be good. If you are happy and peaceful, your personal life should be good. If you're happy and peaceful, indirectly it is happening because your finances are good in this current world. So if you do your energy cycles better, your energy pathways clear through Reiki, through meditation, through numerology, or it's not about just these services. It's about any conscious practice in which you have faith in. And if you do it, Reiki, why I generally force people, because Reiki is the only scientifically proven thing as of now. And it is working for millions, and like for be it from billionaires to millionaires and common people, it is a key thing for all. So once you start making your energy so clear, automatically you attract happiness and peace, and automatically you attract abundance, you attract prosperity and harmony in your life. So again, rather than just focusing attract abundance and harmony in your life, we are connecting to the dots from where you can actually attract it. Because this is also a science. When bioelectrical channels, when I touched here, my brain suddenly got that these two fingers touch this. This fast energy channels are in our body. This fast electric signals are there in our body. Right? Suddenly our brain gets to know that these two fingers touched here. Right? That's what happens. So this is one of the thought process nadi, thought process bioelectrical channel. But there are different channels through which your emotions gets processed. Especially, I'll tell you one just example. Mostly 99% of people who are mad or who are facing any mental disorders are dominated by moon's energies. So if we heal their moon, if we heal their Manipur chakra and their Swadhisthana chakra and their throat chakra, which is connected to their moon, Generally, people think if it is related to mind, it should be this or this chakra. But
Uh-huh.
these are the three chakra. If we work and we work on the moon, the left side of the person's body, that person will come out of the mental disorder or
Wow.
the health issue.
What chakras do you see are commonly most blocked with people?
Throat,
Uh-huh. I've heard this before, yeah.
heart, and crown.
Mm.
And once all these three chakra gets imbalanced, your vision and aim goes away from your life. And that happens because of your root chakra. So these are the four commonly. I just gave you the priority wise 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm. How does one go from their root to their crown?
People in Dubai, people in US or people in UK are
Yeah.
very much intrigued towards Kundalini activation, 7 chakra activation. You know what activation happens is, what activation is if your throat chakra is activated, that means if you say this is something which will happen. That's the power of activation. So activating your 7 chakras in 500 dirham and expecting that it is genuine is wrong. So more than that, people should actually focus on balancing their chakras. Doing activities, for example, read good things. So it will just by one action, read good, positive and growthful things, so that just by one action, your root chakra, your throat chakra, because you're reading something good, and your third eye chakra, that means which is meant for the prefrontal cortex in our body, is something which is responsible for regulating critical thinking, confidence and focus. So third eye chakra will also improve. Your prefrontal cortex will also improve. So start reading. Meditation is one of the thing when you focus on different chakras and do different mantras of the chakras. That with time I'll share with you after the podcast as well which mantra can be used, so that you can mention in the description as well. But yeah, so there are different small practices as well through which you can actually make your whole chakras balanced. Plus through Reiki we balance chakras. So every month you can take 3 to 4 sessions for balancing your chakras, balancing your aura, or you can in every 3 months you take balancing of your aura and your 7 chakras, so that time to time it is balanced and you're not developing any blockage. You're just healing the imbalance at the position of imbalance only, not letting it create a blockage. So it's better as a precautionary form as well.
Amazing. What happens when spiritual people suppress ambition?
I don't think so that spiritual people suppress ambitions. It's about do your ambition, follow your ambition, but be detached from that ambition. What will be the difference in both the situation? Is in one situation, if you give your 100% and then that ambition do not gets fulfilled, you will be sad. But what spirituality teaches you, go do that ambition. But if it doesn't happen, don't be sad. And that time, that person do not be sad, because that person was doing their best, but was detached. Detached from the result. Detached from the need of doing it. But they gave their best. So that's what happens in this.
Okay, so I have just some quick rapid fire soul questions.
I should have water then. Yeah. Please.
What is one belief that changes everything?
You are the best, without ego.
I like that.
But with ego, the same thing can change everything negatively.
So how do you recognize? I'm going into it more. But how do you how do you recognize whether it's out of ego or not out of ego?
You know, everything you attract in life or get in life comes with an ego. Even if I purchase a bottle of water bottle, I will say that is my water bottle. But if someone asks me water, I'll give that person the water. Not say that that's my water bottle. I will not give water bottle. That's the difference between having an ego and not having an ego.
Is manifestation real?
Yes. You want example as well?
Yes, please.
There's a book in which I have read this example, and it's a kind of a very genuine example. A man whose daughter was admitted in hospital because of a specific skin disease, which was incurable at a moment where doctors said that it will not be cured. That person actually continuously said one statement to the universe, to Jesus specifically. That person used to pray to Jesus and used to lamp a candle and used to say this statement that heal my daughter's skin disease and take my one arm, but heal her. For 3 months continuously he did, and one day when doctor said you can discharge her, but he said she will be in hospital, I will not discharge. I have yet to have hopes. So one day he was going to the hospital, and while going towards the hospital, and he faced an accident, and his one arm got cut. After a week after all the surgery, he again met his daughter and the doctors of the doctor. The doctor said the something happened in last 2-3 days. She's actually responding to certain kind of medicines which can cure her skin disease, and that's what manifestation is. And she got healed from it. She got discharged, and now she's under medications.
So do you think if he said, heal my daughter of her skin disease, but he left out the arm part, he could have just healed?
Yeah, whatever you
He
say,
didn't
that's
need to
why what you
sacrifice.
say is very much important. Sacrifice is not important. It's about how you manifest it. What you said is about that.
Does karma expire?
From your good karmas.
Good, bad.
Bad karma expires from good karmas, and good karma expires from bad karmas.
Can you explain that more?
So, people say karma is a bitch. Karma is a very beautiful thing. If you do good, you'll get good. If you do bad, you'll get bad. So if you, for example, now into very bad activities for a certain life, you robbed, you did this for a lot of reasons and some specific reasons for which you were into those negative practices. But one day you realized, one day you went to be a better human being, and then you completely made a mindset that I won't do these things again, and then you are into a good direction and a good karmas. You are into serving people, whatever path that person gets. Then with time, the past bad karmas will diminish because of his present good karmas. Same vice versa with good and bad.
Who determines what is good and bad?
There's nothing good and bad. It's about your perceptions. And it's about your situation. Something which is good for me right now can be bad for you. And something which is good for you right now can be bad for me.
So if a bad person, he does something bad, but in his heart of hearts, he believes he's doing something good, can he have good karma from that?
It's about the intent. What and why. If a person who do not have any option other than robbing someone's food for their parents, then what will you call this?
I would call it good.
Rather than differentiating it between good and bad, a karma a man did to feed their parent. Why you have to give a tag of good or bad? So there's nothing good or there's nothing bad which you can distinguish between just in between two people. You don't know what that person is facing or what person have went through past some time, and because of which he is either forced to do it. It is completely wrong if that person is doing it with intent after having everything and just for fun. It is kind ki robbing is my fun. Then it is wrong. Rather than saying it good or bad, it will be wrong.
Can trauma be inherited?
Yes.
Are we alone in this universe?
The whole universe is one. And you are the part of that universe. So no one is alone, no one is separate. This is also universe, this is also universe, and this is also universe. And
Everything.
everything is universe. And everyone who is watching us is also the part of universe. So universe is one.
Is there where is heaven? Where is hell?
Here itself. What you do, you get it for. The karma thing. Heaven is here. If your intent is good, your intent is beautiful, you have a heaven. What we listen about heaven, that heaven have flourish environment, good environment, this beautiful gardens, etc. Just a picture. What is this world? This world can be a heaven. This world can be a place where you can see what is heaven and what is hell by living in this moment. So it's not important to see heaven or hell after dying.
What is the most misunderstood thing about Reiki?
That it is reinvented in Japan.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
So it is reinvented in Japan for sure. But it is from the Indian scriptures and Indian traditions. So 400 BCE or 500 BCE, before that time, there are a lot of saints and there are a lot of people from across different thought process and across different guidelines of their life. They would travel towards China, Tibet, and towards Japan, where different people chose Buddhism, Buddhist practices, Indian practices, or different kind of practices, and they connected with those energies. And there's a Ved in India in which healing methods are mentioned, and Reiki is one of them, and which actually got named by Dr. Makao Usui when they actually formulated the same process through the symbol and through this process, and they named Reiki. Otherwise, Reiki, if you go to the meaning of exact Reiki, is universal life force energy. So universal life force energy is the universal energy which is here, and which is even mentioned as pran. Pran is a Hindi term, Hindi language term. So it's energy. So it is reinvented in Japan, but it is a knowledge, power, vidya, gyan, whatever we name it, it is from India.
Beautiful.
The way it is, the yoga is from India.
Yes.
Everyone knows.
Yes.
But if you want to teach yoga internationally, you need an American certificate.
Yeah.
So America also knows that it's from India, but then also they have known it before and valued it before. That's why they have authority. So that's what is our trial as well, our efforts as well towards this, so that we can conserve what is from India.
Is spirituality and consciousness rising throughout the globe right now?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
There's exposure to many things. If a person is having a lot major exposure, that person gets exposed to negative things before, and that person gets fulfilled from doing extreme, and then they need something new, and then they come to spirituality and they don't need anything after that. The people who have done a lot with slow exposing time with the age, now they know that there's no happiness other than in spirituality. Every happiness is a temporary thing.
What should humans do every day?
Meditation. Like, for example, if I tell you right now that I didn't took bath, that thought which just arised in your brain, which generally a person must not say, but must generally think, that if someone meets you and say that I didn't took a bath, that thought should come to people's brain if someone says that meditation is something which I missed today.
Wow.
It should be that.
Yeah. Where can people find out more about you? And where can they connect with you?
You can connect me on social media, AYUSHGUPTAREIKI. Ayush Gupta Reiki is the username of my social media, or you can search Healing Hands of Ayush on YouTube, or you can Google me. You can Google my name and Reiki with along the name. and you can get to me.
Amazing.
My team is there. I am there. Whatever best way, whatever easiest way you can connect to me, that will be done.
Do you have any closing transmissions to our audience?
Be happy, be peaceful. Life is not so complicated the way people have made it. It's very easy. It's just go with the flow. Don't think too much. It's not important to know that whether you're just sorry I'm mentioning some
it's okay,
points,
it's
but
okay.
it's not important to know whether where will your soul go after you die, or from where this soul came before you got born. If you are not much into serving through spirituality, then it is not so important. There's no importance of different things which we continuously think. Next day, new morning, you don't know whether you will be after this podcast. I told you connect with me. Maybe before that, I might die. How will you connect with me?
Yeah.
So life is not that complicated the way we make. Live every moment, because this moment, this also went. This moment, this also went. This moment, this also went away. This moment is something which will never come back for Trump, for King of UAE, for Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, not for me, not for you, or not for you. So if you as an individual get affected by just 10,000 goes away from your life and you think, how will you earn back? Understand, this is a moment which will never come back in your life. So utilize, conserve, and be happy in this moment so you can utilize the best way.
Beautiful. Ayush, thank you so much for your time. That was a beautiful conversation. Thank you.